And welcome to the Susie Homesteader Show. And today we're going to talk about setting up some tablescapes for Valentine's Day. And this tablescape that I started has a little bit of an Italian bistro theme, which I thought was kind of appropriate. And the best way to start with your tablescape is creating your centerpiece. And this centerpiece right here is a really easy one and won't take you very much time. And the important thing is it's not too tall. So a lot of the time you see these beautiful centerpieces on Pinterest and all these other websites, and the centerpieces are like 3 feet high. And the only problem with that is that you can't see the person on the other side. So unless you want to take your centerpiece off during your actual dinner, then I would not recommend making your centerpiece too high. So this is kind of a nice height, and you can still see the person on the other side. So there's one little tip for you on centerpieces. And then secondly, you do want to set it up in some kind of a tray or a bowl or anything where you may have to actually move it in case you have extra things that you want to put on your table, extra food. So again, this is just some tomato cans that I thought was kind of pretty that I'm reusing. Fake roses, fake rose petals, sparkly things, chalkboard hearts, anything else. This little piece here in the front is actually my cake banner, but I'm reusing it on the centerpiece until I actually have my cake ready. So another fun way to reuse your cake banners is on your tablescape. And that's one idea for your centerpiece. And then let's go over this way and go back to our linens. And this one, of course, I did buy, but you could also make a checker tablecloth. Those are very easy to find. And then this table runner I'm very proud of because I got it for free. And if you go to some of your coffee vendors, they will sometimes give you these their coffee bean bags for free. And if they don't, sometimes you can buy them for $1 or $2, or sometimes you can find them at feed stores where they'll sell burlap bags. But this one, or these couple of bags that I have, I took home and put in the washer on a gentle cycle and used fabric softener, and did not put it in the dryer. And then when I took it out, I cut it to the size and the length that I wanted. And then the most important part with burlap is because it does fray and run, you may have to get your hot glue gun out and glue all the sides to your table runner. And that's just because it's easier than sewing it, and it's super easy. So there's your table runner, burlap coffee bean bags, which again goes with our bistro theme. And another fun, easy thing you can do is get some cardstock paper, and if you can find them big enough, and cut out kind of like a paper placemat. And you could use this as in place of your charger as well, because it's nice and big. So lots of ideas for paper placemats, and that you can do by yourself, or you can buy these online, I'm sure. So there's your placemats, and just some other fun little ways to wrap your napkins. There's a million ways to find napkin rings, but this was just a child's rhinestone bracelet that we're going to use today for napkin rings. And then also another thing that I like to do is use coffee filters for the liners to your bread baskets, because that, or tissue paper, because that's a great way to line your bread baskets. And then the second way I like to use coffee filters, which will include your children, is turning them into little silverware pockets. And this is a fun way to have your kids start helping display their artwork at the table, which is one of my favorite ways to show off all their fabulous artwork. But this is, again, super easy that your kids can do. Just pick out a doily, cut it to the size and shape you want, and glue on a coffee filter. And have them draw some hearts on it, you know, any kind of designs they want. And then glue on maybe like a little vintage Valentine's Day card. So that's a fun one for a silverware holder that your kids can help you with. And here is another fun one for the kids to help with. And this is a name card holder and some name cards. That's about 8 corks just hot glued together, which I would not recommend having your kids help you with because that hurts. A little bit of baker's twine that they can help you maybe wrap around it. And then have them put together those little foam kits that are so easy to find at the craft store and adhere the names or the cutout letters that come with the kits onto your card holders and turn that into your name card holder for your place card holders. So there's another fun little craft for the kids to help with. And here's another one. This is a coaster, and you will need a jigsaw or somebody that knows how to run a jigsaw to cut out these little melamine boards that you can find at Home Depot or any of your house stores. But the favorite thing I have about this melamine is that it's almost like a dry erase surface because it is a laminate. So you can have your kids draw on these, they can stamp on them, they can do all kinds of things, and you can wipe it off when you're done. Or you can use a permanent marker like I did, and then it's also waterproof, so when you have glasses on there, it won't ruin your melamine. So I love this material. I use melamine for all kinds of stuff, but today we cut hearts out of it and turned it into a coaster. So there's another fun one. And let's talk about your chairs, because everybody forgets the chairs. And last but not least is some little chair accents that I made out of felt. And once again, something your kids can help with. Just cut out a felt pattern, you know, a back and a front pocket. And either have them sew it by hand if they're real good at that, or you can just kind of run it on a sewing machine with just like a little zigzag stitch or something. Get your hot glue and let them cut out, maybe trace and cut out some heart patterns that you might want to hot glue on there. And then there's no sewing to get these buttons on. All you have to do is poke some holes in the felt and push your buttons through some ribbon. So once again, they can pick out ribbon and pick out buttons and help you finish embellishing your little chair accents. So that's a great one for the back of your chairs for Valentine's Day. And if you want to get really creative, you can put little love letters in there for your family members or whoever's sitting at your table. So there you go. There's some fun Valentine's Day tablescape ideas for you. And we have lots more Valentine's Day videos for you. Some on cooking and some on crafting, and we have some on cocktails. So hopefully you'll get to see all our Valentine's Day creations. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope we see you again. So see you later. Bye-bye. So let's get started. Subscribe to the Susie Homesteader channel, and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.